This is a video response to Jordan42 concerning BioShock. If you're looking for more commentary on Ayn Rand, this is not the video for you. BioShock was an illustration of all the things that could take down a anarchic society. A massive imbalance of power that was done by the ridiculously over-plasmited individuals and the pretty much army, the armies that were developed. That's the big daddies, that's the splicers, you know, it's the whole thing. There were, what do you call it? Yeah. It shows the lack of individual independence, which is a psychological dependency between Ryan and the other fellow that sprang up as a rebel leader. You've got to be willing to stand on your own and risk the condemnation of people who are awed by the good public speaking skills of someone who's charismatic. You've got to be free of physical and chemical dependencies. Once again, that was illustrated by the main character with psychological, with artificial controls placed on him, and the chemical dependencies of the big daddies and the little sisters. You've got to be objective, and you've got to be reasonable, and you've got to have a solid understanding of the world around you. That's shown, believe it or not, by the section where they're trying to get the atmosphere back and going properly with the trees. There's a recording, a woman leaves there saying that a child was terrified by the trees when he saw them because he'd never seen trees before. Rapture was literally a case of everything that would take down a utopian anarchic society stage by stage, case by case. That was really what the game was saying. It was saying, look, if you want to do an anarchy, you can do it. You've got to be on your toes to resist these things. And I still think that a volunteer army made up of people from the community who are willing to defend the other rational, reasonable people around them with lethal force if necessary, from the unreasonable or people who would not just en masse on a battlefield just say, look guys, we could fight or we could join your side. I mean, is there room? And most people are like, oh, we can find some? Yeah. And that's what I keep saying to people. BioShock, even Dune to a certain extent, was really showing people that it's not about leaders or about individuals, it's about you and how you communicate with other people. Because when times get tough in general and there's no individual that's responsible for it, people tend to pull together. That's why I believe that the answer to the monopoly of force problem with anarcho-capitalism is actually a communal effort to create a people's militia or a air militia, whatever's necessary. Anyway, some food for thought. Hopefully this hasn't gone on too long. Great ponage video. Have a good one.